Hey everybody, come on an antique shopping day with me today. We were headed about 2 hours away to a place called Cat's Antiques, but ended up stopping at this little antique store that was having a closing sale. I feel like at these places you never know if things are going to be really expensive. I would say overall the prices were reasonable. I loved this giant blue and white vase. It was still $80, so I didn't pick it up. And I liked how they had a really big variety of things, including these cute little panda bears and those pineapples. I don't know about you, but I have to stop myself from buying too many trinkets. This whole family of Buddhas was really fun. Look at the one that has like all the kids climbing on him. I don't know if I would be smiling if that were me. I'm only now noticing that weird dog in the corner. I did love these lamps. They are so cottagecore. Overall, a really fun little place with a very unique and eclectic mix of pieces. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely had one of these butterfly shirts in college. Okay, now on to the main event at Cat's Antiques. This is in Croydon, Pennsylvania, and we had a really good time here. First off, my favorite thing, most of the booths were having a sale, which makes flipping the pieces over to see the price so much more fun, don't you think? As with any antique mall, there is such a great variety of things to look at. Look at that little dog with his tuft of hair. Aww. I'm on the hunt for some tiny frames with art in them, but ended up not picking this one up. I'm sure a lot of you grand millennials can relate. I love everything Wedgwood Jasperware or that looks like it. This booth had so many of these little plates. I mean, look at that huge stack. I do find these a little ordinary, so I didn't pick up any of these. But wait till you see what I actually got. Guys, is there anything more fun than looking through an overstuffed shelf? I don't think so. It's so much fun to see everything, even though a lot of it is not my style. And then to find the actual treasures that you do love. I thought these two plates were so pretty. That green one was really unique. And I really did love this basket for $25. I carried it around the entire mall, but ended up not getting it. I spotted this Wedgwood-esque piece, but it wasn't real Wedgwood. It was very pretty, but I know it would have bothered me to know it wasn't the real thing. And for $25, I just couldn't justify it. And then I saw this picture, which I loved, but then I realized that the handle had broken off and had been glued back on, so boo to that. There was, as expected, a lot of Lenox there, which I don't really know too much about. Also, now I'm watching these videos, there were some cute things that I didn't even notice while I was there. Love this dainty floral dishware. And of course, they had a bunch of Longaberger baskets, which were pretty pricey, honestly. They were $15 and up. I absolutely love this giant blue soup tureen that we found. Could be cute to use it as a planter. I'm not really a doll girl, but I thought these two ladies were so sweet and their dresses were so pretty. I have a much harder time resisting animal-themed things. I mean, come on, how cute is this stuff? Okay, the Ray Duns are gonna be a no for me, but you know I took a second look at those doggies. And this Jasperware in this very unique color. Okay, I have not got into my colored glass phase yet. I'm not quite sure how to appreciate it. I know a lot of you really love it, and while the colors are really, really vibrant and beautiful, I just don't know where they would really fit in my home. Also, someone was selling these old soda cans. I mean, can you imagine? One man's trash, I guess. And we ended the day finding these beautiful blue and yellow plates.
Wasn't that such a fun place? I could spend all day in an antique mall and just be happy as a clam. But now, let me show you everything that I got at Cat's, plus I will tell you how much I paid for everything at the end. First up, I got these two candlesticks. How pretty are they? They are very sturdy and very heavy. And I like that they're silver and not brass. I feel like it mixes things up a little bit. You can find a lot of brass at a lot of different places. And I thought these were just really, really elegant. I have a huge silver frame collection, so I feel like these would sit nicely with them. But, you know, I don't have a problem mixing and matching metals either. I've just been really into silver lately. I feel like it's very classic and timeless. Next up, you guys know how expensive some of these blue and white pots can be. I picked this up for $20. It is vintage, I believe, and I like how every panel has a different design. You can see there's grapes, there's flowers, different flowers, and it's just really gorgeous shape. I also love this tone of blue. Like, I feel like blue and white comes in a lot of different tones. Some are more bluish green, some are more true blue. Sometimes the white gets a little bit grayish in color or greenish in color. Not that anything is bad, but I do love how pretty and vibrant and bright this guy is, and I like how there's just so much visual interest in this piece. And honestly, I think for 20 bucks, just a really good deal and something that I will keep for a long time. It's also in perfect condition, no chips. Continuing on with my blue and white theme, I love Wedgwood Jasperware, and every time I see one at a good price, I will try and pick them up. So if you guys know anything about Wedgwood, the blue is the most common color. This is the one you see the most at antique stores. You don't really see them that much at thrift stores. But this one was in really good condition, no chips. Sometimes, you know, people like go online and they try and sell them for a lot. Like, I've seen these go for like $100, $75, which is absolutely crazy. I picked this one up for $10. And sometimes they even like have big cracks that they glue back together. So definitely hold out. If you do see it and you like it, but it has a crack, just hold out, because I do see quite a bit of this at the antique stores. And sometimes you can get them for a really, really great price. So this one has a little bit of a mark on it, which I'll try and get off, but you know, no big deal. You can kind of turn it the other way. And also, like, once you start looking at Jasperware a lot, you'll notice that there are some non-Wedgwood Jasperware that I think came out during the same period that was like an imitation of it. You will be able to tell the difference because the clarity of the relief of the white parts of it are not as nice. And even Rich now, my boyfriend, can tell the difference. This guy we did pick up at Katz. How gorgeous is this? So a lot of the Wedgwood pieces are very, very small, and this guy is a nice hefty size. So the bigger ones I think definitely do sell for more. I think I picked this one up for 20, so really not that much. But you can see all the detail. Look how pretty all of this is. And this one's actually like glazed on the inside, which means you could put candies or nuts or something in there. I won't, but I just love how pristine it is. Look, there's no chips at all. There's no cracks. I did see a few more pieces there that did have, you know, there was a beautiful picture, but the handle had been chipped off and like glued back on. So I never really picked those pieces up because I feel like you're gonna be able to find something in better condition that probably is the same price eventually. I definitely think I had a blue and white day going on this day. I also picked up this beautiful little sugar dish. Look at, again, all the detail on this guy. So pretty. This is from Sadler, the Afternoon Tea collection, made in England. It is a reproduction of the originals. I'm not very familiar with these guys, so if you guys have any interesting information on these, let me know. I always love to learn about what I am shopping for and what I'm buying. I've been using this to keep my matches in. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of people kind of like put the strike stickers at the bottom so you could just strike it. And obviously kept next to a lot of my candles. Just so, so pretty. Then I feel like sometimes you see things and you're like, that doesn't really go with my decor. It doesn't really go with like what I'm going for, but it's just such a pretty piece that, you know, it makes you smile, it makes you happy. And I feel like this was one of those things for me. And let me know if you guys can relate to how I'm feeling. Look, it's a Lenox cash pot, which I'm not really sure what a cash pot is, but how could you pass this up? There is so much detail on this piece. Look at that little kitty cat by your blue front door. Look at all that detail on the windows. There's even a little bumblebee or butterfly here, which is so, so cute. I was standing there like trying to think about whether I wanted to get it, should I was hemming and hawing. And then, you know, at the end of the day, you're like, F this, like I'm just gonna get what I love and find a place for it. and I'm so glad this is mine. I've never seen one like this before. It is incredibly unique to me. And again, you know, the things in my house should bring me joy, and I don't really care if they're really valuable or they're not. I just think this is so gorgeous. But let me know what you guys would do with this. Like, would you put a flower in it? It does not have a hole. How would you style this piece? Because I just have it on my shelf right now, sitting by its lonesome self. So would love any kind of styling ideas that you guys have for this beautiful, beautiful little kitty cat piece. And then finally, I cheated a little bit because I did go to another little antique store before I went to Kat's. And if you can see it in the background, that's it. Let me show you. These are, here, let's do it this way. And I got 2 of them. How pretty are these lamps? They work perfectly. They were plugged in the little antique store that I went to. Laura Ashley lamps, and I just love this country like plaid shade that they have. It is just so, so, so pretty. I already know which room it's gonna go into. I wanna do like a craft sewing project room. You know, I have a million projects always going on and like stuff lying all over the place, and I just, I need to get it all into a room, and I feel like these are gonna be perfect for that. I don't love the shiny brass. Like, look how shiny this brass is. I don't love it. But I do have a hack that I'm going to do to try and antique it a little bit and make it look a little more patinaed. So stay tuned for that. I will record that as well. So I did get 9 pieces today, and that ran me about $100. Let me know if you think that was a good deal. I am so happy with my purchases. I cannot wait to show you them styled in the house. So if you like this type of content, I am decorating my entire house with thrifted and antique finds, and I would love to take you along on this journey, and we can decorate the house together. So subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you very, very soon.